Imagine a city gripped by an irresistible urge to dance, its inhabitants moving with wild abandon for days, even weeks on end. This was not a joyous celebration, but a terrifying epidemic, a plague of dance that swept through Strasbourg in the summer of 1518. What began with a single woman's relentless jigging soon consumed hundreds, their bodies twisting and contorting in a spectacle as mesmerizing as it was horrifying. The dancing plague of 1518 remains one of history's most perplexing events, a medical and social enigma that continues to fascinate and confound us centuries later. Strasbourg, a bustling city in what is now France, was the setting for this strange episode. In July 1518, a woman identified as Frau Troffea stepped into a narrow street and began to dance. Her movements were not those of merriment, but rather of someone seemingly possessed, her body gyrating with unnatural energy. Days turned into nights, and still she danced, her stamina defying explanation. Soon others joined her, compelled by an unseen force that seemed to pulsate through the city. The dancers exhibited a range of symptoms beyond the relentless movements. Some were reported to have contorted their faces into grotesque expressions, their eyes bulging and tongues lolling. Others cried out in pain, begging for relief that never came. As days turned into weeks, exhaustion set in, yet the compulsion to dance continued unabated. Many collapsed from exhaustion, their bodies ravaged by the unrelenting exertion. The city authorities, baffled and alarmed, sought explanations and remedies for this bizarre affliction that had gripped their populace. In the 16th century, explanations for the unexplained often veered toward the supernatural. The dancing plague was no exception. Some believed it to be the work of St. Vitus, a Catholic saint invoked for protection against epilepsy and other nervous disorders. Others saw it as a curse, a manifestation of divine wrath upon a sinful population. Religious processions were organized and prayers were offered, but the dancing continued, fueling the fear and uncertainty that pervaded Strasbourg. Section 5, Modern Medicine, Weighs in Mass Hysteria. Modern scholars and medical experts have offered more scientific, albeit equally debated explanations. One prominent theory suggests that the dancers were in the throes of mass psychogenic illness, also known as mass hysteria. This phenomenon, often observed in times of great stress or anxiety, can manifest as a shared delusion spreading through a population like wildfire. The intense social and economic pressures of the time, coupled with the prevalence of superstition, may have created a breeding ground for such a psychological outbreak. Section 6, a toxic explanation, ergot poisoning. Another theory posits that the dancing plague was the result of ergot poisoning. Ergot is a fungus that can grow on rye and other grains, producing a toxin that can cause hallucinations, convulsions, and other neurological effects. Given that bread was a staple food in 16th century Europe, widespread ergot contamination could explain the mass outbreak of dancing mania. However, this theory has its critics who point out that ergot poisoning typically causes death rather than prolonged periods of dancing. Section 7, Unanswered Questions. The debate continues. Despite these theories, the dancing plague of 1518 remains an enigma. The exact cause, the triggers that set it in motion, and the reasons for its eventual decline remain shrouded in mystery. Was it a case of mass hysteria fueled by social and religious anxieties, or was it a bizarre manifestation of ergot poisoning with unusual symptoms? The debate continues to this day, with historians and scientists scrutinizing the scant historical evidence, searching for answers to this perplexing medical and social phenomenon. Section 8, Lasting Impact and Intrigue. The dancing plague of 1518, though seemingly an isolated incident, holds a significant place in history. It serves as a stark reminder of the power of the mind and the complex interplay between social, psychological, and biological factors in shaping human behavior. The event continues to intrigue and inspire, capturing the imagination of artists, writers, and musicians who find in it a source of both fascination and creative expression. Section 9. Conclusion, a dance remembered. The Dancing Plague of 1518 stands as a chilling reminder of the vulnerability of the human mind and body to forces we may never fully understand. It serves as a testament to the power of belief, the enduring allure of the unexplained, and the enduring human need to make sense of the world around us, even in the face of the inexplicable. The dance may have ended centuries ago, but the questions it raises continue to echo through time, ensuring that the story of the Dancing Plague of 1518 will continue to be told and retold for generations to come.